Seems like things will never be right in the world. Glow getting colder, has a whirl in its swirl. Young kids don't even got a mind of their own. The block how they die off, I call it climate control. We in a world, but people only do as they know. Take from the rich, cause they can't take it no more. We only travel on mind states and take the mental plane. Light skin versus dark skin, that's just a mental game. I've been afraid the block is something like a renegade. Mental, I could feel like a chill December day. And if I had the way, I would wanna live a way that promoted graduations, cookouts, and birthdays. The worst thing you can do is take a life, especially when you're not able to replace a life. I hear through the grapevine, my change gon' come. World full of giants, time that we take on some.
Some things have yet to change. Injustice still remains. We'll overcome together, love one another, and we'll change what's
What's up, what's up? You're now rocking with the best. This is the True Wave Show. You got the real deal Ty. Yours truly, Prince J. Who. And never forget it, the legit King D and Day Dolo on the visuals. Yo. This is gonna be a beautiful night tonight, man. We got an ill show for you tonight, man. We got a colorful guest. They live. We turned up right now, man. I just wanna turn the panel over to y'all to introduce yourselves. Who we got over there to the left? What's your name?
My name is Sinead.
Hey, all right.
We get some more energy.
Who we got to the left? What's your name?
Look. This is the True Wave Show. We gonna be us, all right? So,
Yes.
who are you?
Sinead. I'm just here.
We gonna try that one more time.
No doubt. Hey, who we got next to you? What's your name, bro?
Yours truly, Connor Smith, aka Fluorescent Blue.
Fluorescent Blue in the building, yeah.
That's the name of the brand.
Hey, who we got dead in the middle with us?
Hello, my name is Anastasia Ford. You can follow me at Love Gone Astray. Thank you.
That's what I like, man. You can follow her at where?
Love Gone Astray on Instagram and Twitter. I don't really tweet, but Instagram.
Make sure y'all get them follows on, though. Who we got right here? She turned.
I'm gonna laugh the whole time. I'm George Stanley, and I'm not that serious about social media.
Oh, point taken. And last but not least,
I'm Ashley So, and I barely have any social media. We'll get that together a bit. We're a unit.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. Be yourself. If you want to chime in, you chime in. But look like being yourself is what it's gonna be. I should be warned if I should say be yourself. Because it's crazy in here tonight, right now. Like I like it though.
Definitely have an interesting cast tonight.
This is gonna go all the way around the world, so go. No pressure.
No pressure.
No
All
pressure.
right. Let's see. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, hear that accent, Ralph?
Of
course. Yes, you from where?
Trinidad and Tobago.
How long you been in the States?
Since January 2014.
Wow, that's hot though. Like, what do you like about here?
Well, the US is fun.
Accent dope. I just want her to talk about it all
Well, the US cool. And everything people said about the US is true. People here interesting. It's very interesting. It's just even like that.
I'm not a fan.
Nah, please elaborate.
Please elaborate. You talking about people from Brooklyn? Like that's what you're talking about? People from Brooklyn?
I have cousins there.
So, in case you may not know, here at UNCW, 4% of the population here is black.
Less than 4.
Less than 4.
It's like 3.2. They try to round up.
3.2?
They
That's
try
what's
to
in this
round up.
room.
Exactly. Somewhere between 3 and 4% of this population is black, right? So black students here, they need a voice. They need a place where they can meet other black people. Because Ashley can tell you, she can tell you her story about when she first came here. Because she was looking for black people. She said, "Where they at though?"
Please, side note.
Yeah.
Right, side note. So y'all the token at the school here? Like,
How did it go, Ashley?
What does that mean? Are we the token?
token means if
I
there's.
know what a token is. What do you mean by that?
She said it's 3 point something only here. So if I said it's us in this room, so are y'all the token ones here? Like the only.
Oh
ones
yeah,
here?
of course. Always. We're always used as tokens in every setting here. Not by each other, but by the white majority. Yeah. Definitely.
But I wouldn't say that we just got in like because we're black. Let's say that.
Let's not throw
Because Connor's resume was on point. My transcript was on point when I came here. I got in here because I'm dope.
Yes.
Little doubt.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. But when y'all hear subjects like that, or when it comes like color and stuff like that, or racial and things, do y'all feel uncomfortable? Do y'all go through it every day, or what do y'all take?
No, I feel like we're not uncomfortable.
We've been talking about it all week.
I know, right? I feel like we're not uncomfortable. I think that other people get uncomfortable because we are so comfortable. We're so real with it that we're not ashamed. We're not afraid anymore that, you know, in the past that some people may have been. So I think they get uncomfortable because they're not ready, but we are.
As far as like bootstrapping, to an extent, I feel like you can bootstrap. It's people that's at the bottom of the boot that makes sense in that sense. But
that's an individual thing. That is not a whole thing, and that's not. I don't understand why people put that on minorities. Everyone does not have the same circumstance. Ever.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, the life you choose come from lack of options sometimes. But at the same time, like when we all have a mind, like, and some minds are shaped differently, of course, like that. But everybody knows there's better. I feel like that you know is better.
Just because
like,
you know doesn't mean you know how to achieve it, and you can't be blamed for not necessarily knowing how to achieve it.
Copy. I can respect that.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. No, I'm really good for you.
That's why we like jewelry.
Keep
it talking.
And I think that's why it's really important for us as as individuals to at least try to expose the people who don't have those options. Because I mean, like you said, you can't specifically water one seed, but at least you try. You can always give that a 10.
Each one teach one.
And that's at the core of social justice. So one thing that my mentor Brandon Bell taught me, shout out to Brandon.
Shout out to
But one thing that he taught me was that social justice is really not about making people do stuff. Is why I kind of sometimes side-eye missionary work, because when you're going over to like all these countries in like Africa and Asia, what are you really doing? Like, do people actually have a choice? The thing about social justice and uplifting people is that you give people the opportunity, and then what they do with the opportunity is up to them. But you can't make people do anything.
Exactly.
You can't make people learn anything.
Exactly.
But you give them that platform, you give them that opportunity.
It's just like the quote, you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. You teach him how to fish, he'll eat for life.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Old proverb.
I had a question for jury though, like to people who are saying they have lack of opportunity or they don't have any, the ones who complain like, yo, I can't make it, or do this, that, and the third, what would be some kind of advice would you give to those kind of people?
Honestly, I can't say much. I'm actually really privileged. Obviously, I'm light-skinned, number one. I'm half white. No, obviously, like, people need to be real about it. I'm light-skinned, I'm half white. Both of my parents, my biological father's black, but my stepfather's white. I grew up thinking I was white. They're upper middle class. I've always had money. I've never had to struggle. I can't really tell people how to do this and that. I can't, but I'm not going to sit here and tell them that it's their fault that they're in that situation every time, because everyone's different.
I definitely got to.
I don't know. I've never really been put in that situation, so I can't really tell people how to get out of it necessarily, but I guess, I don't know. We've all got to work together for it, because sometimes you just don't have opportunities and you really look for them and you don't have them available, and I think it's more of a community thing. We definitely have to provide them.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe I can't tell you how to do it, but maybe I can help you find the way to do it. I don't know.
That's cool. That's cool. I
definitely.
I was thinking that though, like, but I wasn't quite sure, because I was thinking like, well, to order to actually feel it or see it from different points of views, because you gotta always look at things from a panoramic view. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be one-sided or have your emotions tied into your point of thinking, because it can sway your thoughts. So I kind of felt as though you did have a good life. You see what I'm saying? And I kind of felt as though, like, because when people who came from nothing, like I came from absolutely nothing. But I do believe in being champions, as far as life is what you make it. You see what I'm saying? And I come from an era where people will say that you can't do, they always complain they don't want to do, they wasn't given the opportunities, or I wasn't given nothing, but you see people who was given something, but that doesn't make it different. Like, you still have your life, you still have the same opportunities that another man may have or may not have, but if you don't have anything, you can make opportunities, you can make things work for yourself like that.
I don't think that's always true. I do not think that's always true, and coming from someone who is privileged, me coming from somewhat a bit of an upper class family and having that privilege of walking down the street light skinned, and a lot of people think I'm Latina actually, and I get treated differently. They don't even think I'm black. When they find out, they look at me a little differently. I think that's not true at all.
Well,
I don't think you have the same opportunity as me.
Nah, I won't. Nah, that's what I said. I didn't say I had the same opportunities.
You just said that everyone would have. They could. you can't necessarily make the same opportunities that I receive as.
No, I'm not saying I can make the same opportunities. I can make opportunities happen for me. Like I can create a door instead of saying knock on the door, you open it. You see what I'm saying? Like, because when you think of people privilege, you don't want to compare yourself to it. So when you don't have nothing, you built with a deck of cards that's not the best deck of cards. You just gotta turn, what is the saying? What, lemons into lemonade?
Honestly, I feel like there's a bunch of doors and they're all locked and people have to find the key. Honestly, I don't.
Sometimes they're gonna have to break that door down,
and that's hard. And then and that's what I'm saying. That's very individual. Maybe you did, as an individual, break the door down, but maybe not everyone else had the same strength, or maybe they didn't have the same opportunity to break the door down. Maybe I had a chainsaw and you had your fist.
So,
it doesn't make sense. You can't put that on
but do you
everyone.
think that if somebody wants something really bad, that they can't achieve it?
No, it doesn't. No, it's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it just doesn't work that way. It does not always work that way. You can want something really bad and not have the opportunities. I'm not saying make excuses, but I'm also not saying stop blaming the whole community. It's not people in poverty, it's not always their fault, and they need to quit have so much pressure for it to be their fault alone. It's the same thing. People says racism is black people's fault alone.
Well, yeah.
Why is it our responsibility alone?
So what Jerry is saying, I think we're saying the same thing, because it's not always their fault.
Okay. Yo, check it. Somebody tell me where I'm going, tell me where I'm headed. $10 in my pocket, 5 a copy, someone let it. With this whip that ain't riding down the block, stressing cause I'm holding. I don't need the 5 to pop me for possession. Mama always told me make mistakes and learn the lessons. To be the great, you gotta shake the hate and earn the blessings. Take the good with the bad, the happy with the sad, and don't you ever second guess yourself. If you the best, then test yourself. But some nights I sit around and think about all the stuff I found to be the difference in who I was and what I am now. I'm a man, but still trying to be the man now. Aiming for my dream, sergeant telling me to stand down. We all soldiers, told to be the boldest, told to hold an emotion and put violence on our shoulders. But it's my time, and honest, I ain't trying to be conceited, but I know I got the antidote for anyone that need it. That's real, and understand it. I don't write so you can read it. Yo, I write for your enlightenment. Just listen and you'll see it. Too many rappers wanna be it. I just wanna be myself, Mr. Miko Ellis and nothing else. I say one thing and someone to take it is something else. I don't want the drama, go ahead, take a pause like you be stealing commas. Mama, I know I'ma be a problem in this game. Change lanes, switch gears, straight wildin' in this game. Profiling, know I'm styling, tell the haters they could creep so long as they could keep it silent. If you want the beef, I got some kin that like to keep it violent, but I'd rather keep the peace, no doubt. That way I can speak and keep from showing out. Tunes in the wick with all the reefer blowing out. Can't be short until you've had to deal with knowing doubt. Thoughts leaking out my mouth that don't stay afloat. I know I need that clout. Times is hard, son, I need that loud.